Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV. We have Olaf Hasker here with us at 8th Cloud Expo. We're in New York City, but you've come a lot further than most people, Olaf. You've come all the way from the Netherlands with NetDialog. So tell us about the Netherlands, the cloud, NetDialog. Where you want to start?
Yeah, let's start with NetDialog. Holland you all know, I'm sure. Now, NetDialog is a software company. We deliver our software from the cloud from day one since 2004. So we've been around some time, and we really help medium and large enterprises getting insight onto what is happening on the network from an application point of view. So we help organizations to get better control over their network, increase customer satisfaction, lower cost. And that's what we do. We deliver it through a partner channel that we've developed over the past years. So we focus on selling the software as a service. Our partners focusing on developing and delivering services around that.
Right. So who would typically, let's think, who would be a typical customer who would benefit, even if it's through the channel?
Yeah, typical customer would be an organization with a relatively large and complex IT infrastructure. So typically lots of users, lots of applications that run across the network, lots of locations that people work from, often globally. And a lot of changes really, because what you see happening in IT infrastructure is that it's built at a certain time and then it doesn't change a lot. Whilst the organization does change and the people changes and the applications they use change. So our claim is really that it all starts with insights. If you don't have insights, you can't optimize. Customers are in the government sector. We work a lot with them, but mainly large multinational enterprises across all sectors really. We help people in the semiconductor industry, consultancy services, media, banking, so all the sectors. We have a really horizontal proposition.
Now, how easy is it? I mean, here we are in New York. Presumably there's a desire that you do business with America, and we know there's a desire in America to do business with the world. How does that work in the cloud-based world? Have you got to have data centers here? They got to have data centers there? How does it work?
Yes, I think we need data centers across the globe to be able to be close to where the customer is, because in fact we already deliver services on a global basis. Although it be mainly with customers that they have their headquarters in Holland. They already make use of our services worldwide. So we currently host out of a data center in Amsterdam. So, I mean, it makes sense that we would also be hosting out of other locations like US. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because the service is being delivered over the internet. And all that counts for the end user is that they have insights on a 24/7 basis into the availability and the performance of their business critical applications.
So the vision right from 2004 was always that metrics matter, that this particular environment was even more complex, and wouldn't it be nice just to know all this stuff instantly. But you have lots of rivals in that, or is your vision come early enough that you've sort of pushed out and become the market leader?
I truly believe we've been a thought leader along the way, and I mean, I always say there's too little competition still, because if there's no competition, there's no market.
Okay, well, that's plain speaking.
Yeah, but we are building that, and obviously we see competition coming from different angles. Mainly still very traditionally focused on selling a license to use software. I mean, we don't know better than selling it as a service, so we don't have the disadvantages of having to change from license-based selling to SaaS-based selling. That's what we do from day one. And the feedback we get from customers is that really like the fact that there's no CapEx involved, space you go, but we're up and running in 24 hours. So yeah, that's some of the advantages of offering it in the way we do.
Well, it sounds compelling to me. If people go to netdialog.com, they can pursue more.
netdialog-int.com.
There you are. You see, you've heard that from the man himself, Olaf Hasker. NetDialog, thank you very much for joining us here in New York, and maybe we'll see you on the other side where we go in November.
No doubt we will.
Thank you for joining us out there on the World Wide Web.